In Breath of the Wild, you might be tempted to go after every treasure boxes and raid every enemy camp, but you have to be careful not to expend more stock and weapons than you're acquiring. I've made this mistake in both this game and Tears of the Kingdom. Hello everybody, welcome to Creative Gaming, the show where I inject a bit of RNG into my playthroughs, either for challenge purposes or just a new way to play the game. It's time to go back to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. It was over a year ago that I started a special playthrough of this game. Since it's been a while, I'll repeat the rules for this playthrough. At any given time, I only have one, what I like to call active region. The active region is where I am allowed to do shrines and get Korok seeds. So when I started the game, the Great Plateau was the first active region. Once I want to move on to another active region, I roll a 6-sided die to determine the next cardinal direction for a new active region. So rolling a 1 takes me to the region to the north, 2 takes me right or east, 3 takes me south, 4 takes me to the left or west, 5 gives me the option between north or south, and 6 gives me the choice between east or west. Once I move to another active region, I am no longer allowed to get shrines and Koroks in the previous regions, but I am allowed to travel to past regions to fight enemies or collect items. I do have to activate the towers and get the map. If I unlock a region with a divine beast on it, I do have to conquer that dungeon and the boss before moving on to another region. I am allowing myself one cheat or reroll. If I roll the die and I'm not satisfied with the direction I'm getting, I can use the cheat to roll again to get a different result. The cheat can also act like a get out of jail free card, meaning that if I roll while I'm on a region with a divine beast, it does free me from having to conquer that divine beast before moving on.
I think the rules are a little loose on this one.
We are in the 5th episode of this game, so I do have a few regions under my belt. I started at the Great Plateau. I first rolled the 1 which took me to the Hyrule Central region. I didn't have to fight Calamity Ganon, of course, because that's the final boss, but I at least had to visit Hyrule Castle, which I did. I then rolled to the Dual Peaks region. I then rolled west to Lake Hylia. And finally, I rolled west again for the Gerudo Desert, which I had to climb the Van Aburus Divine Beast and beat Thunderblight Ganon, the boss I hate the most in this game. He completely ragdolled me, but by the power of infinite meals, I was able to muscle through. It is now time for me to roll to my next active region. Now, I'm at the complete southwest of the map, so I really only have 2 options. North is the snow mountains of Gerudo Islands, or the far east is the East Necluda region, with the fishing town of Lurelin and the tropical rainforest. 2 very different regions with very different weather conditions. So where am I going next? Let's roll and find out. Alright, a 6. 6 is the option of east or west, but since I don't have an option to go west, then the only option is to the east of the map, so East Necluda it is then. So I start in the Gerudo Desert. I will have to make my way far east. Gonna quickly check my items here, it's been a while. I guess I could warp to this location and venture from there. Breath of the Wild is such a great comfort food type of game. It's one of those games that I can pop in any time and enjoy it. Games like this and Minecraft are relaxing, yet they have their challenges when you're ready for it. I love the Souls series as well, but I have to be in the mood to get my ass kicked. I'll put a marker here. I'm kinda forgetting the controls too. It's hard going from Dark Souls to Zelda. The controls are completely different. You always want elemental weapons. Doesn't matter if it's fire, ice, or lightning. They stagger a lot of enemies, which makes fighting them much easier. And here's Cass, a memorable character from this game. You always enjoy hearing his accordion and seeing him. What's strange is that in the sequel, Tears of the Kingdom, most of the characters in this game reappear in that one. Except for Cass, he's noticeably absent in Tears of the Kingdom. He usually provides clues in the form of songs.
So Dylan, did you roll the dice on what shirt to wear today? Or which underwear?
Oh, negativo. You make it sound like I'm obsessed with dice or something.
No, I wouldn't say that.
Alright, get this enemy here.
Dylan's so obsessed with RNG, he buys me 6 different brands of cat food and rolls the dice on which I'm gonna get every day.
Damn it, get out of my way, buddy.
I wouldn't mind so much, but number 2 is the cheap generic brand, which he seems to mysteriously roll often for some reason.
Oh yeah, it is time for your dinner, isn't it, negativo? Let's roll the dice for today's meal. A 2, that's the generic cat brand. That's the 3rd day in a row now. I had a horse, but I'm kinda sloppy at keeping track of them. Oh, he's way over there. Damn. The problem is, there are so many distractions in this game. You always come across a puzzle to solve or items to get, and you can't collect items while you're on your horse. So I constantly get off and then just ditch the horse. Continuing to make my way to the tower, one of my first priorities when changing my active region. I should also mention that I have 2 illegal Korok seeds and 1 illegal shrine. I picked these up outside my active region, but I didn't notice at the time. Yeah, it was an accident, but what can you do? You can always stick your head in the toilet as punishment, I guess. Not that I'd do that, of course.
Episode 11.
Damn, the tower looks far. Mountains and trees and cliffs and foliage. If you save people from enemies, they'll usually reward you with a meal. Not mandatory, but always fun. If you're having trouble seeing objects and items, you can always use stasis. Movable objects and items you can pick up will appear in bright yellow. Oh geez, that tower doesn't look easy to reach. Do I have enough stamina to climb this wall? There's a wizrobe. Oh, an electric kind. Probably the most dangerous. Electricity really packs a punch in this game. I'd love his wand though. Let's see what we can do. Alright, I never got Urbosa's Fury this early before. I'll probably be able to steamroll a lot of enemies. Oh, this tower is tall, and no ledges. Alright, tower activated. I'm taking a look at the region I've unlocked. So we have a few mountains, a few rainforest plateaus, a few lakes, and Lurelin further to the east. Where to go first? Let's go ruin those lizards' day. Ah damn these skeleton enemies. It's fun to explore both during the day and night, but at night you constantly get harassed by these skeletons. They're easy to fight, but they're an annoying distraction. Nice! Anything with the word hardy in it is great. Hardy durian or hardy bass. You cook them to get those meals that fully heal you and give you extra yellow hearts. Those plates don't get any distance sometimes. I don't really know why. Big hardy radish, nice. Oh, that's a high climb. But I made it. I probably have some stamina restoring meals. I'll have to check. Now we have a Hinox. Oh damn! Urbosa's Fury just one-shot this thing. At first I hated that I had to go to the desert so early in this challenge run, but this ability will really come in handy. Shit, I have to climb this wall, but the rain makes it slippery so you slide down every couple of seconds. If you time it right, you can jump before the slip. Ah, there's Ferosh in the distance. Oh, I can't climb this wall, not in this rain. In Tears of the Kingdom there is equipment that prevents slippage, but sadly there's no such equipment in this game. There's nothing here? Why put that plate there if there's nothing? There are probably some treasures in that lake, but this area is really dangerous with that electric wizrobe. The fact that it's raining makes him even more dangerous. His lightning attacks will affect a larger area. Oh, I better not mess with him. Of course, you don't have to chase every little treasure in this game. A lot of them are mundane or unnecessary. Your time is better spent finding those shrines and Korok seeds. But this game gives me a lot of wanderlust. If I remember correctly, I think there's a shrine in this waterfall. Might be lower. Ah, there it is. Okay, this is a timings thing. Shit, it missed again. This time I'll put the sphere on the right side of the platform. Okay, it worked. I have enough spirit orbs for a health or stamina upgrade. Some more treasures here. Oh, I can't get that. I would need the Zora suit. Some more treasures here.
Dylan also rolls the dice for my kitty litter brand, but I'll spare you those details.
Negativio, are you eating the can? Why are you eating the can?
For flavor.
Pay no attention to him, folks. He's just being melodramatic.
Am I, Dylan?
Am I?
Oh no, not this jerk. A Yiga twat. Not too difficult, but they're pretty quick and follow you mercilessly. You can't really outrun them unless you warp away. Making my way to Lurelin, the fishing town. Skeletons again. Yiga Gardigan. Their duplex bow is really useful though, firing 2 arrows at once. A camp there. Ah damn, I should just ignore it. It's like a piece of chocolate cake. You can try to ignore it, but then you can't resist. Throwing this explosive barrel, but it didn't go far enough. Alright, I'm just gonna dine and dash, or raid treasure and dash. Now at Lurelin, and the shrine. Nothing too complicated here. Mingle with the townfolk. If you want to get those critters and bugs, just crouch and you can get them easily. More treasures here. I know, I waste too much time on these. Arrows, yes, I will buy some. Alright, should I get a heart container or stamina wheel? Let's go for stamina. Time for me to make some new meals. Now I'm exploring the beach to the east of town. There's a stone talus here. Oh damn, he doesn't have the weak point on top of him. It must be in his back, which makes this fight more difficult. It's interesting how they can use these mini-bosses several times in the game, but with slight alterations that can make them more easy or difficult. I would probably need to use arrows here. See, that's a bit difficult to hit. Shit, this area isn't super large either, so you can't get much distance from him. He throws his rocky arms at you. Obviously, you can use abilities like the bombs to help you out. Can Urbosa's Fury help me again?
You're gonna wimp out again, aren't you? Like wimping out of buying decent cat food.
Negativio, for the 100th time, there's nothing wrong with generic cat. It's a perfectly fine, serviceable cat food.
Serviceable, there's a word you want associated with your food.
But hey, I do have this cool ability, I might as well use it. You always want to get these stones. They're the best way to make money in the game. Much later, you need these stones to upgrade your gear in your later phases too. Ah, this part. There is a boring side quest here, but I guess I need a camera ability on the Sheikah Slate to initiate it. I love these elemental rods and elemental weapons. They really kick ass. An electric beetle here. Again, not a creature you would take very seriously when you first see it, but they are needed as well to upgrade certain gear. I am now at the mountain west of Lurelin village. Oh, I need to stop chasing all these underwater treasure boxes. You could spend hours and hours just doing this. Let's try this boomerang. I am now at the Eris Beach camp. I did get a side quest to eliminate all the enemies here. They are surrounded by water, so it makes sneaking in there a little bit difficult. Oh, there's quite a few of them. Ah shit, I followed him right into the lagoon. You should have learned how to swim, buddy, especially if you make your camp over a lake like this. Alright, ice arrowed him off the platform. I'm using ice arrows simply because these are the types of arrows that I have the most right now, strangely enough. Alright, I want to go a bit more west, but I have to be careful not to get Koroks or shrines in the wrong region. I don't remember exactly where the cutoff line is. Korok here. Oh, did I trigger the cheater alarm? No? Phew, okay, I'm still within the boundaries of my current active region. Oh, another Talus here. This is the more normal one, with the weakness on top of him. When you climb on top of him, you can just strike away with your weapon. Alright. Alright, I should go back to the east a bit more. I think there was a stable around here somewhere. Oh, those are way too high to climb. Alright, I'll warp back to the tower. Tar pit here, have to be careful. Ah, here we are at the stable. Strangely, there is an axe on top here. It's actually part of a side quest. Alright, rubber helmet. Gear that resists lightning. You know, when I first played through and beat Breath of the Wild, I had not found any of the rubber equipment. I completely missed them all. I didn't even know they existed until my second playthrough of the game. Shrine here. Not too difficult, but it does make you think for a little bit. Now this wacky bridge. Oh gosh, Farosh is right there. Let's see if I can get his horn. Ah damn it, why did this Yiga clan member have to fight me right here, right now? Getting a piece of horn or claw from these dragons are some of the most difficult items to obtain in this game. If you're slightly off, you'll just get a scale, which is still valuable but not as good. Oh, it's just a scale, damn. Up this long mountain, this heart lake, and this little matchmaking side quest. Oh, hardy bass, great rare fish. I'll target this shrine. Alright, I think I'll stop it here for today. I'm not completely done with the lower East Necluda region yet though. I might explore this land some more, do that shrine, and I'll possibly go to that island in the far east. That island itself can be a 2 or 3 hour ordeal. Once I'm done this region, there is really only one direction I can go, to the north. So join me in the next episode as I continue this playthrough.
Hopefully with better cat food.
Keep gaming, everyone.